What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my survival world, where I've made a lot of changes, and we're going to be checking this out. Look at this nice portrait of the Wither. Well, not quite the Wither, but soul sand and some Wither skulls. But yeah, so one of the changes, guys, is this the new chicken coop area. I've did some looking around, found some designs I liked, because I didn't feel like trying to figure out. So this one's a automatic chicken cooker, and every time the chicken lays an egg, it gets put into the system there. This little redstone system that makes it work, and then yeah, it gets dispensed down here. And then this is a little like on and off switch. And also, if I want, I can grab eggs, right? Stack or two of eggs. I can come up here, and this is my own little addition to it. Just a little thing that when you put stuff in there, right, dispenses it out, drops the eggs down in there, and then they get shot into there. So that's pretty good. I don't have to keep killing the chickens off, and yeah, I'll always have a supply of cooked chicken. I only have one chicken in there, so it's a little slow, but it's always steady, and I got baked potatoes too. And then for the other part of this building, we got 3 chickens in here, and this is just basically my egg collection system, where all the eggs get collected, and eventually when that redstone lamp turns on, it means there's like 3 or 4 double chests full minimal. Let's see, the cobblestone factory, it had a little bit of an update of a change. We got like a cobblestone generator right here, where you'd mine it like this. And then there's an obsidian block behind it, so you can't mine through. So I could do that while this is going if I want. And I'll show you the other building where I've actually put in the best cobblestone generator you can build. In my opinion, it's the best in all of Minecraft because it requires no redstone, and what more could you ask? Something that puts out just as much cobble as something that does use redstone. And there it is, guys. This is like kind of like a see-through version. But I have a diamond pickaxe. I'll show you that. I'm pretty sure it's in the ender chest here. Yeah, it's this one right here. If I grab this one, right, and we go up here, you can just mine at least 2 or 3 at a time. And it works pretty damn good if you ask me, And there's no redstone involved. It's just water and lava. I already made a tutorial for this, so if anybody wants to go watch that, you go check out the Crazy Redstone Designs playlist. But this thing works phenomenal if you ask me. Most of the time it goes in that nice little pattern. And if we go see how much is actually in there, almost a stack already, so that's pretty good, if you ask me. Now the other thing I just got done doing before I started recording this episode, I got done building a AFK fish farm, and I didn't come up with that design, but I did like how it works, how simple it is, and yeah, so let's go check that out. I'm gonna probably put something else in this building other than just a cobblestone generator, but I'm not sure what yet. See, I got a lot of half slabbing done, guys, to try and get my passive mob spawner working. I'll show you that too. There's the nether wart farm. I got this big hole filled in, and there's this little glass block here because we got an AFK fish farm right there. So let's go check that out. I was just testing it out and it works wicked. So let's see. And then I can sit here and AFK fish, right, while trying to gather gold nuggets. It's not the best, gold nugget collection system, but I'll show you how much it's collected so far. That's not too bad. I can't complain about that, It's collecting it for me. There's like no redstone involved, so. And if I ever need to go to the nether, I just do that. I make a little bridge somewhere. So here's the the AFK fish farm. All you do is aim at that pressure plate. Well, not pressure plate, sorry, that iron trapdoor. Right? And then you just hold down the trigger. So it's nice and quiet, right? There is a note block, but in the tutorial, just like Xisuma said, basically when you put a block on top of the note block, it doesn't make that annoying noise anymore. So you could just sit here, right? You could have headphones in, rocking your own music, you know, listening to whatever while fishing. And I thought this was pretty useful, you know, because you could get mending from fishing. And then I just gotta, you know, get more books made, get more enchantments made for fishing rods so I can get better fishing rods. And eventually get a fishing rod that has mending on it, because then I'll be able to sit here and AFK fish pretty much forever with that one fishing rod. But that was a lot of the use of the word fishing rod in a short amount of time. And just in that time talking, as you guys can see, I'm gaining experience, which means I'm catching things. And when I say things, it could be fish, it could be, you know, enchanted books. I don't know what are my odds of getting an enchanted book with this fishing rod are, to be honest with you, but, you know, they could be high, they could be low. Oh, something was trying there. And if you want to stop, you just do that, switch over. But yeah, I have Lure 1 and Luck of the Sea 1 on this, so it's better than nothing. And that's what I caught so far. That's not bad. I just started using it though. So let's go check some other things out. Let's see here. Ah, here's the beacon, guys, the Grand Beacon. As you can see, we got a end crystal powering it. That's just, you know, my little bit of fun there. It doesn't really power it. The beacon's powered by you know, how many blocks, how many layers you stack, and then what you put in there, like an emerald, a diamond, I think it's iron ingot, and there's one other item you can use to pick your thing. Like, for example, I got haste and regeneration here. So yeah, I thought haste would be good to have for my cobblestone mining, because it reaches just far enough for this one and the one over there. Let's take a look at the Lost River of Light project on the progress I've made so far with that one. And half slabbing is part of that project. And we'll take a look at my passive mob spawner there in a moment. But yeah, this is how far I got with placing the sand so far. I kind of got a, I'm going to call it like a prototype, because it works, but it doesn't work. Like, for example, when we go in here, right, the block I'm standing on is 62, so I'd have to make this much more deeper for it to spawn squids. But my hopes is in testing this prototype, right, and eliminating the water at the same time, because the squids will eventually spawn where I want them to once I do that. I've been noticing they've been actually spawning more and more, like bigger groups in the water areas that are currently existing that they can spawn in. So my plan is working, it's just going to take a little bit. But it'll be well worth it in the end, because I need a lot of ink to redo that tower. So the prototype idea here is that, right, they'll spawn in one tank and eventually swim up. And I noticed when there's too many spawned in one area, they'll basically kind of push each other around and they'll want to separate a little bit. And that's just my observations from observing squid behavior in my tutorial world for like about half an hour. And I'm trying to talk too damn fast again. So you know what I mean? Like, taking that knowledge into consideration, I want to see if this will work. Because if this will work, that'd be pretty cool. You know, have them basically overcrowd in one area and then they kind of just make their way over, and then, yeah, they get collected. And then I'm going to have just like a regular kind of design, you know, where it's just a bunch of water. Maybe put it like a little redstone system, who knows. get it working off of that timer maybe. I don't know, I'll figure something out, but yeah, it's a prototype, guys. It's a work in progress. But I'll show you how much it's collected so far. Even though this part doesn't seem to be working, they're coming in from that side. Collected that much ink so far, and some other things apparently fell in there too to their deaths, so yeah. That's just, you know, pretty random, I thought. So let's go check out my passive mob farm design I came up with. I designed it in a tutorial world first, and then I was like, oh, that's, you know, that's pretty cool. But I got a half slab more area, like more of the grasslands. Once I take out the sand right and place it elsewhere to get rid of water and the gravel, I got a half slab down there. Because so far it's not working. I'm going to double check real quick here, but so far it's not working. Oh my god, it's actually working. Praise the good Lord. He smiles down upon thee. But yeah, this was not working before, so this is excellent. Maybe I'll get some horses to spawn in here. But all it is, guys, is 2 magma blocks over there. Okay. I don't know how well you can see that. But yeah, there's 2 magma blocks over there. And what happens is they come down from the top, right? You got signs to stop the water flow just at the magma blocks, not on top of them. And then the animals get killed off. And then there's 2 hopper mine carts, as you see here, underneath those magma blocks. And those are what, you know, it's what collects the items when they spawn. And I'll show you the upper part to it. Yeah, we still got some time. It's not nighttime yet. So this is the upper part. All it is just, you know, water that leads down to a 2x2 square area that's opened up. And then you have the wooden trapdoors like this, and the mobs think there's a space, like a path there they can cross, and then they end up falling into the water. And yeah, pretty straightforward. I like how it works, simple design. And I noticed experimenting around in a skyblock world I'm working on. Yeah, this also works for a darkroom spawner. You just make all these solid blocks, down there solid blocks. And yeah, it works excellent for a darkroom spawner. Just so everyone knows, if they were thinking of trying it for that, it does. But yeah, in this episode, guys, I want to build like I'm thinking a stable. A stable would be cool. Just because I have all this stuff right, but I want to go exploring further. And one way to do that is horses. And I have tons of saddles from my explorations in the Nether. So I think making a stable, getting some like 1 or 2 horses, right, to keep as my own. Maybe even name them, just, you know, keep them separate. And then that way I'll have that means of transportation to, you know, get somewhere I want to go on the map, as you see here in my left hand. We can go somewhere quickly then. So yeah, I'm going to gather materials and I'll get started on that, and we're going to do it like, you know, in a progress updates, just because, you know, then that way the episode doesn't take hours and hours. So I'll see you guys once we get to where we're going to build it and a start on it. Hey there, everyone. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to wire this piston door up. I need it to be 3 blocks high, because I believe that's the height of the box of a hitbox on a horse is about 3 blocks high. It's kind of like an Enderman, you know? And then I'm going to need some way to wire it up. Oh no, it's going to be tricky. I'm going to have to figure that out. But this is what I got so far, guys. I think it'll be big enough. Hopefully. You know, enough room for the door and the redstone, and then there'll be a little area for like 2 or 3 horses. And some storage. You know, like armor for them, things like that. things that would actually be useful to store in here. So I'll be back, guys, once I've made more progress with this. Hey everyone, this is what I've got so far. I think it's pretty cool. It doesn't look like there's much to open it, right? But when you get on a horse, right? I got a horse over here. And when you get on one of those horses, right? You'll actually be tall enough to set that off. As you see, it opens and closes the piston doors. So say, you know, if you were on a horse, right? And then it would close behind you once you got down here. The only thing is you kind of hit your head off this if you go too fast, so. Other than that, it's coming along great, guys. I'll see you once it's all finished up. Won't be too long from now. And there we go, everyone. Got a little stone horse stable build. I think it's pretty, you know, pretty cool. And I have been noticing that my my microphone, like my headset I use for recording my commentary, it's starting to basically go, because sometimes you hear the little static parts in my audio from me speaking. And yeah, that's what that is, guys. So I'm gonna order another headset as soon as possible, probably a much better quality one. I just wanted to point that out, you know. There's nothing wrong with your computer or anything. I believe it's my headset, guys. So if you could just bear with me until I get the new one and get that issue resolved, because I'm not made of money, that'd be great. But let's go over this. So it doesn't seem like, you know, there's any way for me to get in and out, right? All I have to do is jump, open, and it opens and closes. Simple as that. So now, if we want to go somewhere, right? We unleash the horsey, hop on. And like I said, guys, this part, if you go too fast, right, you'll hit your head. So if you just go real slow, well, that was too fast. So if you just go real slow, you know, see, like that. And it stays open, and the horses can go up one block automatically, so it works perfect. And I got an awesome horsey. And he's my first horsey. I don't know what to name him. If you guys got any names for this guy, let me know. That'd be great. And like I said, I do apologize for any of the static or, you know, parts of my commentary that aren't, you know, sounding quite proper or the way they should be. But yeah, I'll show you guys this one more time. So you come on over, right? Just go real slow. And you basically trip the tripwire hooks. And then when you're in here, yeah, it's all good. Now, I don't know if the horse can trip these on his own. I've never actually tried. Come here, you. Come on. I want to try something. So yeah, the horse can't escape by any chance if this leash, you know, breaks for whatever reason from the fence post. Only if you're on the horse can your horsies escape. So that's a pretty good system, I think. I just came up with this too, you know. It's not like I put a lot of time into this. Just thought, you know, try using tripwire hooks. And then to keep your horses separated, right? You just have a post there, a post there, and 2 over here. So you can have 4 in here. 5, 6 even if you really want. But it's pretty cool, I thought. I really like it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of this stable being built and, you know, the little tour of the survival base and the things, you know, I've done so far. It's been lots of fun, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Have an amazing day, everyone.